So here we go. Mobile is doing to publishing what McDonald's did to dining back in the 50s. What used to be get in, grab what you want, make it inexpensive, and get on the road. You could even toss in a little Burger King logo in there if you wanted and say readers want to make it their way. They're fixed for data anytime, anywhere. To provide it, somebody else is, and they will certainly be making the money from it. So why is mobile so hot? According to analysts, mobile marketing is set to reach dominant penetration levels faster than any other medium before it. That is thanks to the installed base of users. Right now we're looking at 80% of the population, and that's rapidly going. And this is really key. When the internet was born as a commercial medium in the mid-1990s, only 8% of households had a modem-enabled computer. That's huge. 8% in the 1990s, and we've seen what's happened with the internet, and you have 8% sitting and waiting for your product. One other reason that mobile is so hot, the players are mature. The devices are sound tested. People are loving them, consuming them as rapidly as they can, and they're consuming content on them as rapidly as they can. A lot of that is due to more capable browsers and access to bandwidth. And then, of course, we have the big player that just came on board, the Apple iPad, that's really shaken up the industry, a disruptor in and of itself, or will it be combined with our other mobile disruptors? So, using mobile strategies to build your brand. We've taken 3 segments of the mobile marketing and provided the opportunity for content to be distributed through a mobile optimized website, like you'll see on the left-hand side here with the Birmingham Post, and the content that is delivered to mobile in a text format. The headlines are clickable and will expand through to the full article, back button, and go on to the next article. Then we have it incorporates a lot more visual finesse. It's a very sleek product. And you'll see the difference with the use of graphics, color in the headline, and there are other options that we'll go over here in a minute, how this really is attractive to users because it immediately grabs their attention to the product. We have the special applications for readers. That includes the iPad, the e-reader, any tablet or e-reader device we can send content to. So why is mobile beneficial to your brand? Building an audience is something that we've all been doing forever, but we face a particular problem and have been facing this now, and that is grabbing the younger reader and getting them into our subscription base. There's a need to create more stickiness generation and then keep the stickiness with our consistent base of subscribers. Mobile can help monetize this new option stream, whether it's through advertising or paid content or a combination of both. Social media is extremely important, especially with the younger audience. They need to feel like they belong to your brand. They prefer to be able to voice their opinion. Social networking is a way for you to reach out to that younger audience, capture their attention, brand yourself, grab that stickiness, and then move their subscription into print as well. This will make you an instant leader in the market. NBC, who was an instant leader, reported this winter at the Olympics their programming on mobile web and iPhone apps on the first 11 days of coverage totaled 58.2 million page views. That's just an amazing number in 11 days. how can you start leveraging as a publisher or a manager in content delivery the mobile opportunity? Let's go over some of the challenges first. I talk to a lot of people, publishers, circulation managers, anybody that is responsible for delivering content in the different publications and publishing companies. And their concern is it's confusing to determine how to go about creating mobile delivery systems, and is it really affordable? Another concern that comes up time and time again is the fact that every device requires a different app when you get into the smartphones. And is it really to be paying developers to develop an app for every individual device? I talked to one gentleman last week who up in arms. He's like, am I a software developer or am I a publisher? Because I would really like to know how to focus on my great content instead of focusing on managing our software development departments. So we also have the concern of expensive product upgrades. Are you going to have to pay for the version 5.2.6 and beyond, and maintenance for your product? All of this, the return on investment. Is there a viable solution that's going to allow you the breathing room to monetize the app and quality, and that your content is represented very professionally while at the same time not tapping into your profits from your other departments? PressSmart is a partner that can definitely take you down the road to success. We have several different benefits and features that I think you'll enjoy. Our on-demand mobile websites and apps are popular on all handset devices. We really use to enhance graphics, video galleries, photo galleries, social media. It's software as a service, so you're paying on a month-to-month basis, and there's no contract to lock you in. We lock you into a contract. You'll enjoy the product and the delivery. Here's a little bit more about the social networking we discussed a few minutes ago. With the inclusion of Web 2.0 features, which includes the ability for interaction, you've got your categorized news, your galleries, but also the ability for your readers to share on social networking sites, citizen journalism, and polling. And there's uploaded articles, most popular, and for your readers to rank articles in order of preference. A little bit about how our system works to deliver your content to mobile. Your publishing system, whether it's an e-portal system from PressSmart or your independent content management system, will disseminate the information either to the special apps or to mobile or both. Everything is seamlessly integrated. It's on an advanced cloud hosting with content delivery networks, so it's very easy to integrate, very seamless. So why would you want to choose PressSmart to create your mobile presence on demand? One of the key features, you do not have to have an extensive IT department. You don't have to have anybody that's the developer on staff. We are kind of your technology. All of our features are updated regularly, like we discussed earlier. We take care of your maintenance. We assist you with any delivery questions that you have. There's a fully hosted service, as we said, pay-as-you-go, and zero market time. For example, time that it takes you in the 30 days to get the Apple licensing directly from Apple to have an app on the App Store, your system ready to roll. the minute you get your approval for licensing. With mobile website delivery, it's even less time than that. It is a very turnkey product. There's no exit barrier, no hidden costs. And this is really important. It's SLA-backed. The product is available to your audience all the time. It's very reliable, and it scales beautifully. You'll see whether you're looking at content on an iPhone Touch or the iPad, your text is very crisp and clean. Your graphics are very colorful. It's a beautiful product. So some additional information about Pressmart. Who is Pressmart? We started in 2006, and with some investments throughout the next 2 years, we were able to expand and now have offices in India and the UK. We have a very experienced leadership team with strong engineering and business backgrounds. And we also have a fantastic support team. I'd like to take a moment and talk to you a little bit about 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and they're available either through phone or email, and they're great. They work very hard to make sure all of our clients are happy on a constant basis. We consider ourselves leaders in online and mobile publishing solutions for the print media industry, but we also have worked with corporations. We've got many channel relationships with publishing companies, distributors, and we have customers in 57 countries, 25 different languages, and between all of those publications, total subscriptions are around 1.2 million or more. Our motto at Pressmart is any portal, any digital portal, anytime. So what we've created, in addition to our mobile products, is a suite of digital systems which includes a very robust content management system, fully loaded with Web 2.0 features, and it can be as easy as taking a turnkey template and branding it with to customizing it to fully match your functioning website, and then just moving the system over to the ePortal system. It's a great hub to take devices that you see here on the screen. We excel in electronic editions. That's where we got our start. It's a proven product with constant upgrades, and we've got the flash-enabled eMag Pro, which is a very ability to include rich media and monetization through advertising. And then we have also the HTML-based ePaper product, which again allows you monetization through additional advertising and is very interactive. So we're going to introduce to you now Rainer Maharaj, the managing editor of the Caribbean Camera. Rainer, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate you. I know that you publish on Wednesdays, so we appreciate you taking the time out of. So tell us a little bit about the Caribbean Camera.
The Caribbean Camera is a newspaper that started 20 years ago, and it's designed to service people of Caribbean heritage who call Canada home. So it's a weekly print newspaper that reaches the Canadian Caribbean audience, print audience of about 385,000 people a week. Successful in targeting a specific audience, a niche market, as you will, on the print version of the paper, because of our approach where we treat our readers on the basis, we approach our readers on the basis of commonality of culture rather than race or any other factor. As I said, it's 20 years old. Just next month, actually, it's going to be 20 years old. And we've become an institution, so to speak, within a minority community in Canada. Canada is a very multicultural, diverse kind of the world we call here home, especially in Toronto. And we have been able to dominate our specific niche.
It's wonderful, and congratulations on your upcoming anniversary.
Thank you.
So, Ray, why did you decide to start using mobile and digital content delivery?
Problems we faced going along was when we target Caribbean people, we are targeting people who migrated from the Caribbean to Canada, who've done so in the last, let's say, 30 or 40 years. So they would be considered Caribbean immigrants. And what we discovered over the last 20 years is that these people are having children who are now first-generation Canadian, who do not have the same interest in the news content we were offering to their parents, because they had no real physical ties other than their parents, other than heritage, to the countries that we were covering, the information that we were bringing to their parents. So we realized that we had to bring them into the paper, get them interested in what's happening, and to keep them as readers, especially the 18 to 34 age group, which is the most attractive group to our advertisers. We realized that using the iPhone smartphone application, one great way to get them, because most kids today, most young people today have iPhones or they have iPads, and we have noticed since we've done that, a marked increase in interest from that age group in the actual paper because of the website and applications. So it's been working very well for us in getting that group in.
That's fantastic. So besides the bringing in of the young audience, have there been other positive impacts to the Caribbean Camera as well?
Oh yes, what we've seen is an increase in via the website in advertising in the print edition. We get every day, without fail, we probably get 30, 40 requests coming in through the website to our email from people who are interested in advertising with us. And this is just in the local market. It's incredible. We also have gotten a lot of interest outside of the local market from potential clients within the U.S.
So did you use PressSmart's Publisher Assistant Solutions to help SEO optimize your website, or is it drawing it in on its own?
No, it's basically it's coming through the PressSmart support. It's amazing, as I said, the interest that has been generated by the website itself, and we've gotten actually people who've taken the time, young people who've taken the time to send us a note from their iPad or from their smartphone to say, hey, we're so glad to see an ethnic paper on an application like this. So it's been working, it's been positive all around.
Oh, you're going to make all the publishers jealous. Nobody gets a note from an 18-year-old these days.
Well, that's
sorry,
the idea. I said that's the idea. The whole idea is that, I went with, after speaking with them for a long time, and I have to say that since going with PressSmart, it's been amazing. The service, the support, everything has been amazing.
We talk a lot about staffing technology departments in every company and the cost that incurs. And you have a particularly interesting story about the dangers of depending too much on internal technology staff. Do you mind sharing that with us?
Oh, no problem. We were online with that was basically our website that was built and hosted here, with a webmaster who had all the access, DNS access information, all the information, all the passwords, all the codes, everything that we needed. And that website was hours of content on that website. And one day the website just wasn't there. And when I was looking for the webmaster, I couldn't find him. And it took me a year. The website was down for an entire year. And it took me a year to get a website back up because I didn't have the danger that what I didn't think about was that the webmaster was the one who had all the access codes for the site, so I couldn't even get my domain name. I couldn't even get access to my domain name, and there was a huge problem in just trying to get something back up, a presence back up on the internet. And that's when I contacted PressSmart and asked them if they can help. And they found a way. You know, I don't know how they did it, but they found a way to get all this and got the domain name back for me and be able to do this for me.
I'm sure that that story is more dramatic than what most people experience when they do have some issues with technology and servicing internal products. But thank you for sharing that. I love that story. So besides making sure that you have your domain name and your passwords for everything on your website, do you have any other tips and tricks or advice for our audience on going mobile?
Well, I would recommend it highly. I would recommend what I like about working with PressSmart is that I don't have a technology department. I don't have someone who has to be here all around all day to try to update my site. I mean we do that ourselves. We update and everything ourselves. But the fact is that the support is there. So I do not need to have someone in here to give me any sort of support within the office. I mean. Because anything I need, I just email support@PressSmart, and I get within no time at all. I get whatever I need. It is done. So it takes away from having to. It takes away from the expense, first of all, of having a staffer who's there to do that sort of stuff. And secondly, I don't need to be too worried about what's going to happen and if I'm going to get this up on time. It's always happened. I've done it several times since I've been working with PressSmart. I've been, asked at all hours of the day and all hours of the night. I ask and I get service, and even on weekends. And to me, that's pretty amazing because it takes away from the need for me to have someone in here.
Thank you again, Ray, so much for sharing your story with us today. And I know that I'm sure that there's going to be some of our attendees that would actually like to ask you a question directly. If you wouldn't mind kind of hanging out and helping us answer that in a minute. I do want to make one point to all of our technology guys that are in the audience today. Please don't get angry with us. We love you as much as we love the publishers, and we don't mind working with technology departments, and we work very well in any scenario, whether it's to complement a current technology department so there's no staff increases, or if it's for the publications that have no technology department in place to refer to, such as Ray's situation. So that being said, before I get shot by the technology guys, let's go to our questions and see what the audience would like to know about the bill in general. Okay, I have a question here that says, which mobile devices do you currently create apps for? Pardon me. Right now we support iPhone and iPad. We are in development for the Android and the BlackBerry and several other products, and we anticipate rolling those out in a few months, and I'm sure you will get the announcement because we'll send that to everybody when that happens. All right, next question, please. Don't be shy, step up. Okay, here's one from overseas. In what formats can we supply our content for mobile integration? Okay, so your mobile app can be integrated pretty seamlessly with existing systems. It can come from your editorial workflow. It can come from content management systems. It can be supplied through XML feed, PDF, or through the PressSmart ePortal product or eReplica product. Let's see, any more questions out there? I know you guys have questions, that's why you're here at the webinar. And I will not call you out by name, I promise. Okay, here's one. can we configure the features and look and feel of the app to match our branding? Absolutely. Whether you're a newspaper or a magazine, you can configure the features the way you like them. The opening page of your iPhone app or the splash page can be branded with your logo, and adding your publication title or the name of the app, anything to brand that. And then the fonts and the colors can be customized to suit your requirements and fit your style sheet. Okay, we have a lot that just came in about the cost. That must be your main question today. I'll be straightforward. We're very transparent about all of our fees. It can cost you as little as $300 if it's used, and that's a monthly cost, used in conjunction with our ePortal content management system. The most you're going to pay for an iPhone app or an iPad app is going to be $600, and that includes some customization above and beyond. And typically you're looking at the $500 range as a standalone product on a monthly basis. Now the M-Mobile, or the website content delivery to the mobile, is less than that, and we'd have to determine based on the number of pages or the content feed the price range for that. If it's in conjunction with an electronic edition, an eReplica product such as the ePaper, and you're a monthly paper, you're looking at a cost of about $100. And it's very inexpensive, and it just depends on how often we're updating your content. So if you need an eMobile quote, send me an email. My contact information is going to be here at the end of the session, and you're more than welcome to contact me directly, and I can get that quote for you. All right, how long does it take to get a customized app? You're looking at a customized app for Apple products. 30 days are up for your licensing. So we'll have you ready before Apple has you approved, essentially. Okay, do we provide analytics and an advertising platform for serving ads? Great question. Yes, we absolutely provide the analytics. It is part of your cost. There's no additional upcharges to obtain those. And we make it possible for you to either use an outside server program such as Bing or Google Ads, or incorporate ads served directly from your local advertisers. It's your choice, and we'll work with you to make sure that you can get that monetization going on the iPad and the iPhone and the smartphone apps. Okay, if you already have an existing eReplica service, can we just get an app? Absolutely. Absolutely. We can take the PDF that you send us for your eReplica, and then we can extract the data and send that to your app. That's not a problem. We can feed that for you. Have any more questions? My contact information is up here for you on the screen, and you are welcome to contact me anytime as long as it's not 3 o'clock in the morning. We also have offices, like I mentioned earlier, in the UK and in India, and the phone numbers for those contacts are right here, as well as our general email, info@pressmart.com. I do have a link for you for white papers that I'm not seeing on my sheet here. We promised you free white papers download, and we need to make sure you get that. So if you'll hang out for just a second, I will send that to everybody in the chat area, and you can link right through that link in chat to the white papers. Okay, here's another question. Did you say it takes a month to get up and running? If you're using an iPad application, it can take up to a month to get up and running because of the time that it takes to apply for and receive licensing from Apple itself. So essentially, we could probably have you running sooner if it weren't for the licensing process. Okay, do we support subscription model for news content? Absolutely are using today to survive, and that is monetizing through paid content. I also work with you to offer some content for free and then put the rest of your content behind a paywall. If you want to market your product a little bit in that manner, we would just need to discuss that one-on-one and talk with our support team to make sure it's viable. Do we support subscription model for news contents? Absolutely. Yes. You can set up your mobile or your smartphone applications through Apple if it's a free subscription. If you don't want your customers to pay for the app, they can download it free, or you can actually charge for the app through Apple. There is some rep that says 70-30. You keep 70, they keep 30 of all the money that you charge for your content. And then we can also work with you to ask for subscription for the other features. We do offer subscription services to manage databases for our eReplica clients and some of the other applications and features. We don't actually take payments. We can assist you in managing your database, sending out newsletters and reminders to help you market your product and make sure that your subscriptions are managed efficiently. All right, it's up, so let me just scroll through here. eReplica. What is an eReplica client? That is our name, and you want it reproduced so that your subscribers can view it on the internet, and a flash-enabled flipping magazine replica or our HTML-based newspaper. And the best way to look at the difference between those two products would be to go to pressmart.com, and you will see an eReplica. You can click on that and give you item comparatives, and there's free demos on there also. Let's see. Who owns a customer? The Caribbean Camera. And I believe I mentioned at the beginning that you can go to the App Store and download that iPad or your iPhone. And also you can go to Indo-US Talks, Talks, and download their iPhone app and take a look at how they've structured their content delivery. And then we have more in the pipeline. We just have to wait for all the ink to dry before we can make those announcements. All right, I'm scrolling through here to make sure I'm not duplicating any of the answers earlier. Okay, this one is your priority for developing apps, Apple, Android, and then BlackBerry? And how long do you expect all three to be ready? Android and BlackBerry are neck and neck on the development phase, so I really expect to see them rolling out in the next few months side by side. I would be surprised if it's not a simultaneous announcement, but I can't give you 100% on that. That's just from my conversations with our support team and my understanding. You should see those roll out about the same time. Okay, can one app offer subscriptions to multiple products, or must they all be separate? If each product is under a different payment gateway or a different subscription cost, you may want to take a look at separate apps. That is really one of those questions where we might want to sit down and take a look at what your business model is and how to monetize that. You can use one app and take feeds and combine them, but there might be an additional processing fee if the feed is coming from 4 or 5 separate publications. So that might be something we need to take a look at customizing for you. All right, I'm scrolling through here. Thank you for your patience while I look at everything. Can people subscribe through, did cover that earlier. I apologize if this is a duplication, but I think it's very important. Or behind a subscription paywall. Okay, what kind of video we display and from what source? Works hard to make sure all the videos converted to Apple-friendly, compatible video. And I'll be honest, I think our tech guy is working on giving me the answer for that right now. I would lean on the side of MP4, but let's get them to confirm that for us. There are a lot of questions here. Thank you for being patient while I scroll through them. Monthly recurring costs are the very same as your original costs. So if you're, it's like if it's in conjunction with the content management system, ePortal, provided by Pressmark, for fully customized extra bells and whistles is $600 a month, and typically about $500 a month. That is for each app. That's iPad and iPhone are considered separate apps, and they require a little bit of a different processing technique. So it would be $500 a month for your iPhone. Okay, Ray, I have a question for you.
I'm sorry? I didn't get that question, Michelle.
It's okay. What kind, if any, of paid models?
None, I think. I don't think I use any right now.
Right, yeah. I think right now you've got it as a free download.
Yeah, it's a free download, yeah, and I'm keeping it at that because my goal, as I said, is to get the younger people in to make us more attractive to the advertisers, to the clients.
Excellent. Okay, I had a request to go over the costs again. I think we got to that before I got to his question. Another video question about built-in support for non-flash video. Yes, I think we discussed that a little bit as well. Here's a client in India. They're wondering if purchasing technology yes, it would definitely be worth having in place because it's growing so fast everywhere, and from what I've seen in the past, my past experience, India is not far behind You have so much advanced technology in your country, going to be less than a year before it starts catching on. If you have a group of papers, you can do one app for the group, and then we would have to discuss how we're going to customize that and feed the content, or you could produce one app for each paper. If you're looking to brand your paper individually to its independent markets, I would really highly recommend you create an app for each title. Sometimes when you try to group everything in a solution, you lose that branding and that stickiness that you really need to engage your readers. Okay, a lot of questions on the group or the individual apps, so I think we're getting those covered. To the cribbing camera, we've covered that question. Okay, how do apps to our current customers? If you're using the Apple apps, its distribution is taken care of through download your app. So you would probably want to do some marketing to let your readers know that they're available. We certainly have the ability to assist you with HTML emails and newsletters to help you do that. But all the distribution goes through Apple itself. The mMobile, if you want the mobile web-enabled application, through links through your website, through marketing HTML emails with links, marketing campaigns. All right. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. I think that everybody is going to address everything personally by email. And you've got my contact information. We will be getting you the link to the white papers. And we'd like to thank you again for joining us for Pressmart's How to Dominate Your Market with Custom Branded Mobile Apps. Have a wonderful afternoon.